to eBay customer service reps.
And for me, when juice is not unfamiliar to me, and juice is usually, it means somebody that has the power to do something, to accomplish something. Usually, in the casinos, the word juice applies to somebody when somebody goes in, they get promoted quickly, or there's favoritism. It's called having juice. Oh, somebody's got juice. They got promoted above everybody else. They just came in and they just got promoted really quick. They must know somebody, or somebody who can't deal. I don't know if it does anymore because I've been out for so long. But we used to see a lot of dealers. They're stacked out to here. Female dealers that are stacked. They got these tiny little waistlines and they're stacked out to here. I was one of those once. Yes, I was. But
it's funny you use that example there, of the juice, the casino example you gave, somebody moving up the ranks. If you'll take a look at what's been happening on eBay the past few years, blatant favoritism toward the Chinese sellers and the big box retailers, such as Levi's, Toys R Us, Sears. Basically, Donahoe wanted to transform the site away from small sellers, away from the mom and pops, away from the little guy, and over to the big box retailers. And that's what's been going on. So the feedback often will be scrubbed. That's a term that's used. And there have been screenshots taken of this. Those have appeared on the eBay discussion boards. Of course, they get taken down by the moderators once they're detected. That has been discussed on Ina Steiner's blogs. It has been discussed on my 2 Facebook groups, the 2 former eBay seller stuff, and that is the blatant favoritism that's shown toward the big box retailers, how their feedbacks will get scrubbed. Negatives and neutrals will just disappear overnight.
Absolutely. And one of the things that, again, we go back to versus onlineauction.com. We're all on equal footing. Every single one of us pays $8 a month. Whether we pay it monthly or yearly, we pay $8 a month. And
right.
The thing is there is no power seller. We're all power sellers. We're business owners. Get rid of the word seller out of your mind when you come to onlineauction.com. You are no longer a seller. You are a business owner.
Well, online auction has created a level playing field.
A level, and they continue to work to make sure that it stays a level playing field, which is not what happened. And that brings me to what we have next on the list here. And, Rich, and I think that we're doing a very good job of this, and what it says is, Rich, what's wrong with eBay? What is wrong with the Bay? And what I put in my note was I think it comes down to black and white, plain and simple. They want the small sellers gone. The actual question is directly to you. So what is wrong with the Bay?
Everything we've described and more. Basically a corporate level of greed and corruption fueled by the Bain Capital asset stripping mentality that Donahoe brought to the site. The DSOs hanging like a sword of Damocles above the heads of the small sellers who live in constant fear of being sanctioned, who live in constant fear of some disgruntled buyer who maybe just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, leaving a low DSR, which will directly impact that seller's ability to function, has immediate consequences.
I'm typing here. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you hanging there. Absolutely. I think that it just comes down to the mentality has changed so much. At one time, eBay was an amazing place, and I'm not going to lie, it was. It was truly a great place. And one of the things that you may or may not know is that Chris Fain, who of course is the CEO of OnlineAuction.com, he was one of the original power sellers at eBay, and he knew that there was a better way, and he has taken over the years. Of course, now he's considered a visionary, but at the time that he was saying there's a better way to do this, he saw what was coming down the road at the Bay. He saw it, and I can create something better than this, but I need help. I need my sellers to help me. I need my buyers to help me. I need the help to do it, but it could be done. And so he set out, of course, with onlineauction.com because he just saw the writing on the wall. I don't know how many people have read the book, Who Moved My Cheese? Has anybody in the chat room read that? Have you read that, Rich?
I have not read that yet.
That's a book I recommend everybody get. And I think Who Moved My Cheese, I mean, it's an inexpensive book. I mean, it's really an inexpensive book. Make sure you get the one for adults because they now have Who Moved My Cheese for kids and, and everything. Make sure you get it's just a little paperback. I mean, it's like 28 pages or something. It's not that big a deal. But Who Moved My Cheese? And it's all about the writing on the wall, and he saw it. He was able to see what was going to come down. Not, I think, topic for topic, but he saw that there was going to be a greedy grab at the end, and that's what, of course, we are. And you and I talked about, and we'll talk about here shortly, the parachutes and everything with the Bain people.
Absolutely.
But Chris being an original power seller, do you know that Chris was the first to come up with the block buyer?
Oh, really? That's
Are you
fantastic.
aware of that? That is one of his, and they copied that, and he's been copied over and over on several of things. Like I said, he's taken a lot of crap for it down the line, but now he's considered a visionary, and everything. So people are starting to see that what he was saying all along, and to watch it actually happen, and to be part of what happened, and everything. And it's one of the reasons I always say, you stick with onlineauction.com. Sure, it's going to be a little tough in the beginning. The traffic isn't like at eBay, but it's not going to be over there like that forever either. Because guess what? It's going down.
Obviously, absolutely, and obviously, online auctions is picking up incredible steam as the thousands upon thousands of small sellers who are being kicked off of eBay. They have to go somewhere else, and they're coming to OLA with their items, with their experience. They've had years of experience, some of them. I was on eBay for 14 years before I came to OLA, and I brought with me all my experience of selling online. So you're going to get experienced sellers over on OLA.
Absolutely, and then that's one of the things, and we really want that. We want the people that have that experience to come over. We want that small seller. And one of the things and we were talking about this on one of your groups, on one of your social media groups. One of the things that we were just, actually I was arguing with somebody, like that's a surprise to anybody in the chat room right now. But I was arguing with somebody who said that the group that we were in at the moment was a bitching and whining group. And of course,
Oh, yes, I remember that yesterday. I sure do.
Nobody bitches and whines better than I do. I mean, let's call it what it is. I am, straight up, I'm a bitch, but I'm a good-hearted bitch. But the thing is, it comes down to that is not what it is. It's we're looking for the sellers who are being displaced, number one. We want them. We do, we would never think of kicking out somebody because they weren't making as much as the guy from China that's, selling the fake Faded Glory shirts or the Dr. Scholl's or the whatever it is that they have over the tennis Nike, let's just say whatever, or the Targets or the JCPenney's or whoever is on where eBay has headed. It's also where other sites are heading. They're trying to follow that same platform and everything. And of course, we're moving as far away from that as we can. But we want those sellers. We want to educate the smaller sellers to help them better their business. We want the bigger sellers to bring their experience with them to help us build the best site possible. And that was what, by the way, sold me originally on onlineauction.com, was something that Chris had written on the front page. I don't know if it's still there. I should go back and check because we've been going through a lot of changes at onlineauction.com. But one of the things that it said, it was a whole thing, and he was introducing himself and onlineauction.com at the time to the people that were looking for a new home. And one of the things that it said, and it was like an arrow to my heart, and it was, help me build the best e-commerce site in the world. help me build the best auction site in the world. And that's another fact, that as the smaller sellers get tossed off of the bay, and the big sellers are leaving the bay. Have you noticed what's happening to their auctions over there?
Absolutely.
They aren't doing it anymore. And have you noticed lately what's been happening at ours? We're getting some big bucks on some of these auctions. And right now in the chat room, Vinny, I'm going to put you on the phone. Dude, I promised you I wouldn't, but I am going to put you on the phone, okay? Are you still on there? And tell me it's okay. Tell me it's okay, Vinny. Tell me it's all right to put you on.
Hello, Vinny.
Yes, there we go. Okay. All right. Right now, what we have is Vinny the Picker. And Vinny, hey, Vinny.
Good evening.
How are you and Anna?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm hanging. Hey, turns out I got sleep apnea and insomnia. Is it any wonder I forget things anymore? Listen, the reason I brought you on here, okay, now, and this is a perfect area for you. All right, when you guys, I think you did it better than anybody else. Okay, you and Anna did it. Let's Play Tag Sales. That's the name of their store at onlineauction.com. Okay, you guys left eBay. Why did you guys leave eBay?
Well, eBay, again, we had like 3 or 4 sites. I guess over 15,000 feedback together. And it just became a nuisance. They were attacking us. You couldn't do anything. No matter what a customer did or said, you had no rights. I don't like selling name brands, and they would fight whether it's real or not, and it was 100% authentic. And all it took was one person to say that it was fake, whether it was a pocketbook or, let's say, a watch or whatever it was, and that's it. They took the customer's word for it, and they told them, let's say, destroy the Louis handbag. Do not send it back to them. Keep the money. We lost the handbag and the money, and that was like the beginning of the end.
And by the way, nothing that has ever come out of your guys' stores online or your store itself, and I will personally vouch for this. I know that Valerie will as well. There has been nothing come out of here that was not real ever, that I have ever known. But the reason I brought you on, now let me bring exactly why I brought you on, is auctions themselves. Your business, your store at onlineauction.com, Let's Play Tag Sales, is primarily auctions. Is that correct?
Yeah, Anna, look, I can't take credit. Credit is due is 100% Anna, all right? She lists it. Maybe I'm in the picking, but she picks it. She's the number one picker when it comes to the things she lists. I'm more into the junk and the rusty gold. She likes the shiny gold. But
you sell everything at auction on an auction-based platform. You don't actually use the buy it now feature. Is that correct?
No, she's a risk taker, and she has faith in her items. I mean, she starts gold, 14-karat gold with diamonds at $9.99.
Right.
Sterling silver, all antique jewelry and whatever it is. It's always $9.99.
Tiffany, I just won my first piece of Tiffany and Company from you guys.